gathered in their masses.
Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness, has died at 76, leaving behind a legacy that reshaped rock forever. Born John Michael Osbourne on December 3, 1948, in Aston, Birmingham, Ozzy grew up in a working-class family. His mother, Lillian, worked at a car parts factory, and his father, Jack, was a toolmaker. Struggling with dyslexia and what we now recognize as ADHD, school was a daily battle. He left at 15 and drifted between jobs, including a stint in a slaughterhouse, where he developed a dark sense of humor. Ozzy also dabbled in petty crime, which landed him 6 weeks in prison. But everything changed when he heard the Beatles' She Loves You crackle through a transistor radio. That moment lit a fire. With his father's help, Ozzy bought a mic and amp, eventually forming a band with friend Geezer Butler. After a few short-lived projects, they joined forces with guitarist Tony Iommi and drummer Bill Ward, forming Black Sabbath. Their music was loud, dark, and unlike anything before. Inspired by horror films and the eerie atmosphere of the 1963 movie Black Sabbath, they crafted their own signature sound. Their self-titled debut album, released in 1970, received harsh reviews, but fans disagreed. It soared up the charts and paved the way for iconic albums like Paranoid, Master of Reality, and Volume 4. But as fame grew, so did Ozzy's addictions. Drugs and alcohol took their toll, and tensions flared within the band. His erratic behavior, fueled by substance abuse, strained relationships, both in the band and at home. His marriage to first wife Thelma crumbled under the weight of his wild lifestyle. In 1979, Ozzy was fired from Black Sabbath. "We were all as bad as each other," he later said, but he struggled more than most. Alone and broken, Ozzy found an unlikely savior in Sharon Arden, daughter of Sabbath's manager. Together, they resurrected his career with Blizzard of Oz. The couple married and had 3 children, Amy, Kelly, and Jack. Ozzy's solo career exploded, his albums went platinum, and his onstage antics, like biting the head off a bat — he claimed he thought it was fake — cemented his legend. Offstage, his behavior was even more extreme. Arrests, blackouts, and near-death experiences followed him everywhere. He once woke up in jail, unaware he'd been arrested for attempting to strangle Sharon. She dropped the charges and stuck by him. Despite the chaos, the music never stopped. Throughout the 80s and 90s, he toured relentlessly. In 1996, he launched Ozzfest, a massive festival that introduced metal to a new generation and brought together old bandmates from time to time. In 2002, the world saw a new side of Ozzy when the Osbournes hit TV screens. The foul-mouthed, eccentric family became pioneers of reality television, showing a softer, funnier side of the so-called Prince of Darkness. But years of damage caught up with him. In 2003, a near-fatal quad bike accident left him seriously injured. Then came the diagnoses: Parkinsonian syndrome in 2007 and full-blown Parkinson's disease in 2019. A fall that same year worsened old spinal injuries, and a string of surgeries followed. Yet Ozzy refused to disappear quietly. In 2018, he vowed to quit drinking and slow down. "I don't want to be found dead in a hotel room," he said. His final years were marked by determination and reflection. He performed whenever possible, including a surprise duet with daughter Kelly on a new version of Changes, which hit #1 in the UK. Just weeks before his death, Ozzy returned to his hometown for a farewell concert at Villa Park Stadium. Despite needing to perform seated, he delivered with all the Fire fans remembered, clapping, shouting, and flashing his wild-eyed stare one last time. Rock icons from Metallica to Aerosmith showed up to pay tribute. Ozzy Osbourne's life was a tornado of chaos, fame, addiction, and redemption. Through it all, he remained unapologetically himself. As he once said, "You couldn't have written my life story if you'd been the best writer in the world." His music lives on. So does the legend.